want. Hello, everybody. I'm Criscosniper. Oh, yeah. Oh, still got a frog in my throat. 1 second. Me. Oh. Oh, it's 4:30 and I've been up and I'm still asleep. Alright. Get rid of the accent. Come on. My beard's all messed up. My face is all messed up. My eyes are all messed up. I can't see straight. I want to do a unboxing, reveal, kind of sort of thing. You guys have heard me complain about mice and everything else, and you know, quick tips on doing resurfacing of hard plastic boards and stuff to that effect. But today, I got me a new mouse. Whoosh. The Logitech G700S. Beautiful mouse. I wish it looked like this, but it looks like this. Now, these are on sale. They're normally like $100. Anyone who does Logitech, I've had MX Revolution, the MX 1000, die-hard mouse fans. The Revolution, they had the scroll button on the side, did absolutely nothing for me. I could never get the bloody thing to work. That aside, this thing is quite nice. No cradle. Now, I bought 2 of them. I opened one. I am using it because I was having stuttering issues, and it's the receiver. It was actually a flaw with the receiver that was designed of the Revolution. I saw something online as tech tips, or it was on NCIX with an internal header purchase to have a 2.0 header thingy to use your USB hubs off your motherboard. And I sat there thinking, that's a great idea. I was about ready to order one. I'm like, you know, you have those already sitting in an old motherboard box. Just unscrew the faceplate and do it. I did it. And it was working okay, but there was a lot of signal issues since I actually dismantled my whole entire case. And now, remember, I haven't built anything in probably about 6 years. I repaired plenty of computers and laptops, but I haven't actually built a new system, which I'll be getting to with that later. I noticed that power supplies were on the bottom, which actually made more sense to me back then, but I could never figure out what to do and how to do it. Well, with my brief tech super case, whatever the hell the thing was called, it's quite old and I don't even use those cases anymore. I'm very disappointed at the quality of manufacturing. They've gone way downhill. I flipped everything around and I was able to get the power supply on the bottom, motherboard on top, and everything else. But once I did that, my mice that were really close to my receivers to my mouse were now on top of the case. Messed everything up, on top of the battery charging and everything else, and that huge hole is just going to drive me completely bonkers. And I'm sorry, it's long, but it's bald in the middle. See, look. Oh wait, no, wait, get. Woo! I said. Oh, I'm gonna so get yelled at by my wife for doing a video like this, but you know what? I don't care. I think. Now this is a full-headed beard. No. It's just a little curly top there and gets thin and it's long. See, this is why, you know, medications suck. I have to take them, but they suck. I mean, this, I probably have like a beard like down to here, like super wide. I mean, ZZ Top would be envious of my beard. But, oh well. It is what it is. You can see the buttons. When I wear a red shirt, it looks really good. But I think it's because there's a lot of light coming from monitors. I digress. I have to stay focused. No, I don't. I'm just rambling on. This is like a vlog, but it's an unboxing. But it's not an unboxing. It's... Oh. Okay. I'm sorry I'm doing this with the webcam. My camcorder's dead, and I couldn't figure out how to set it up in here so I can actually use the mic and everything else. So, like a good book, State Farm is here. No. Now, it's all sealed in plastic. This little receiver, it's not too bad. We got the mouse, and then there's like some other cool cables in here. Downside, I've been using this for about a week, maybe 2. But the battery comes with a new battery, and it's a AA battery, which is awesome. So you can actually, that was the one thing. The other thing with the MX stuff that the Logitech did was that the batteries weren't replaceable. So it's like when they died, you have to go to major surgery to basically take the patient apart and put a new heart in it. And oh, I never had to do it. I just, lucky for me, I had 2 mice I swapped back and forth, had the charger back and forth, had the charger, you know. And when you're gaming, it was okay, but it was like such a pain in the butt. And this is one of the main things I liked about this one versus the other one. But the battery that comes with it, even though it's an envelope, which is by Sanyo or whatever, really cool batteries. I've bought a lot of them from Costco and use them in flashlights and everything else, except for their adapter things don't work with like the mag lights, which is really downing because, you know, I have a lot of mag lights. I'm no longer using rechargeable batteries. I'm back to using traditional throwaway batteries, mostly because I have 6 children and they just eat them up and they throw away rechargeable batteries, and I can't keep throwing away $50 of batteries. Back to what I was saying. The battery that's in this is like really crappy. Either it just needs a full 48-hour charge or something, or the charge from the 5-volt USB will work. Not a problem. Not a problem. We're going with it. Now, I will find it. The charge cable is right here. I'm going to put this down because my arm's starting to hurt. Which is wonderful. Take and plug in. And shows that it is charging. Doot, doot, tink. Doot. Oh, it looks like fully charged. Well, this is fully charged because I've already charged it, so I can just pop it out. And it takes about an extra second or 2 to plug it in, like if I'm gaming. But I would realize it because this mouse, thank you for focusing, camera, is quite nice. It's got a lot of real cool buttons. It's got your 2 buttons up here. The first 2 are for sensitivity of how fast your mouse will move on your screen. I like that. I don't like that, because I want to use them for something else. Like I said, a little tinkering I gotta do for figuring out how to get all the buttons programmed. This one on the top, battery level. So I'm gonna shake the stupid mouse to tell you, oh, my battery level's like at 2, or, you know, hey, you're good. Then we got 4 buttons here, traditionally front and back for when you're web browsing and stuff like that. I haven't been able to get the other 2 to do really what I want them to do. I want one for push to talk for TeamSpeak, one for push to talk for Ventrilo, stuff to that effect. It doesn't work macroly like I expected it to. I have a feeling it's just getting used to figuring out either the software that comes with Logitech, or there's got to be something else that I have to find that will make it work the way I want it to work. And then there is Two other buttons in the middle. I can't remember what they do. I'll push it and hope I don't hurt anything. Oh, this actually isn't a button. It's a button, but it's not. So, free spin, clicky spin. I'm a free spin guy. I don't know why they didn't just leave that in the mouse where you just push the mouse button down. But I can see also because some people do use their middle talk scroll wheel for their push to talk, which is not personally my favorite. I always prefer the side of my thumb, where actually I use my reload and my go prone and everything else for my gaming. And then a G11 is, I don't remember what I set that to. That's bad. I haven't done it in a while, so I don't remember. It's got a nice laser, little on-off switch on the bottom. The silicone feet or the smooth tracking feet are pretty nice. I think the battery would probably last a little bit longer if I went ahead and like turned it off at night. I think I just got used to putting them in a charger. I just have to get better about turning it off. But they were, like I said, they were inexpensive, so I went ahead and bought two of them and put one on the side because, like the MX, they disappeared after a year, and then you couldn't get another one. So it's like you find a mouse that you like and you really don't want to replace it. Just, it's like your wife. Why would you want to replace her? She puts up with your crap. She puts up with mine. She gave me 6 pieces, or no, hold on. I just kid. She gave me 6 little blessings that treat us like crap. Not all the time, but quite a few times. But yeah, the mouse is actually really good, and it's a good deal. I'm quite happy with it. The other thing, for the receiver, they give you this really cool, now this is attached to the inside of my computer, this extension cord that has the little funny thing inside of it, so you can keep it close to your mouse so you have very good reception. But they thought of the extension cord for the mouse, and it's specifically designed for the receiver. I don't think you can actually use this as a, like, hey, plug a thumb drive into it or something. They specifically say in the directions not to plug in the charger cable into this cable. I don't know why. Either this doesn't like produce electricity, or it's maybe dialed down so it doesn't like create as much electric juice as like this does. Because this actually, when you plug it in, turns your wireless mouse into a wired mouse. You unplug it and it goes back to this one and it becomes a wireless mouse. I wish we had Bluetooth enabled too, because I just swap it onto my laptop, which I don't use either, but I have so much stuff. That's really cool. It's the Logitech G700S. Now, some of you have seen the shell of the soon-to-be new Crisco box. It is the half stack, the 935, the 915R, the 915. I might get another R, I might get an F. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do. I want the other hard drive sled, but on the other hand, I don't think I really need it. So, with that being said, soon I have the core components. And I'm probably going to get a lot of flack for this. I'm putting this in this video versus some of my other ones. I'm going with the AMD 9550 FX. Sorry, the FX 9550. The 5 gigahertz processor, 8 core Viscera pile driver, balls to the wall. Sorry for cussing. Overheated processor of love. I've seen some good and mixed reviews of it, but since this is basically the last real true processor CPU that AMD is kind of be putting out, since AMD will not be making CPUs anymore, being an AMD guy religiously for, I don't know, 20 plus years, on top of that, all my client's builds, except for one, because he personally requested to have an NVIDIA/Intel chipset, and he knows who he is, but I still love him. He's my little brother. from a different mother, and he made me do it in a really small case and made me learn water cooling. And this is back in 2003 or 4 or something like that. It was a long time ago. And I avoided doing water cooling ever since then, because the stuff that were out in the market was just complete. It was horrible. And I had to ship his computer from, right in California down to Kansas, because he was serving in our military in the U.S. Armed Forces. It leaked. He was able to fix it, but what damage was done. I really did not like water cooling, and I'm glad to see there's a lot of improvements. And I've watched a lot of Jay's 2 cents, and there's been a lot of stuff with Linus Tech Tips and Barnacles with Nerdgasm, and I see that there's a lot of improvements from when I did start doing computer builds, and I was just doing straight air cooling, that I'm willing to roll the dice and go ahead and get water cooling. Well, you have to have it for this particular processor, but I'm going to be safe than sorry. It'll have a minimum of 2 360s rads in it, and possibly an additional 120. No, not 120. 240. It's the dual fan. Yeah, the 240s. I found a really good price on one, but it's an 80, only this thick, 4 inches of rad space, and I'm almost thinking of using that like almost as a reservoir than having it as a radiator. So it kind of pulls double purpose, because water flow should flow through it just as fine. But yeah, that half stacker has big potential for it. And I'm gonna, hopefully, if I can get some long enough cables, the back corner here, I'll kind of have it there on an angle so you guys can kind of see it running. And I'll have the cables running along here to my monitors, and you'll have my mice and regular keyboard. But I'm gonna have to get a hub or something to plug the camera in. I have long enough audio cables because those things are monstrous. But I think I might have to get a different headset. A lot of things I'm looking into, and a lot of things cost a lot of money. And as you know, I'm on a very fixed income, but I want to do some things that are really cool for you guys. I want to improve audio quality. That's why I've got a better condenser microphone, as well as create a pop filter, which works but doesn't work. I need to figure out a different way to sleeve my filters container holder wire thingy. I'm going to hopefully take a video of that and show you guys that also. As you guys can see in the back corner is the UX2 by Line 6. I'm not quite happy with the performance, nor am I happy with the software interface, though mostly it's because I'm just trying to get used to it and get to know everything. But the other thing is, it feels cheap. Honestly, I've been a musician my whole entire life, and I have racks, I have guitars, I have amplifiers, and honestly, this is the cheapest feeling piece of junk I've ever felt. The audio kind of seems like it's okay, but that could be the microphone. That'll be another day talk about. I'm gonna just gripe about this since I got here. Almost all guitar equipment that is an XML interface to a USB nowadays has a metal housing. I kind of got sold on the Flash and Glam because it has the seeing dials, so you can actually see. Am I going into? Oh, hey, yeah, cool. Dials, they look cool. Problem is, it's back here. I can't even look at it. I look here, and then you're like, what's he looking at? I'm trying to see my performance. It really does need to be here up in the front, but I don't have a long enough. I'm making a special USB cable in the next couple days, since I am feeling a lot better for that. Is this my good side? Is this my good side? Oh no, can you tell? Boy, I'm just being really retarded today. But it's all plastic. I mean, yeah, the circuitry does not weigh a whole lot, but they could have put it in a metal housing. One, help keep it cooler. I do like the rubber feet on it. It's not too bad. I'm happy that it doesn't weigh a ton, but two, it feels cheap, and they're not cheap. They're $300. Well, $250, $300. They are not an inexpensive piece of equipment. And if you're paying for software and not the equipment, well, that's a problem. If I was going to be doing this, I should have just got the Pro Tools Digio 2, I think is what's the new one out, or the Digio 3, or I haven't checked into Pro Tools stuff in a long time. Like I said, I have a Digio 1 sitting, which doesn't work anymore in my system because I had lost the software. And I don't want to find any pirated stuff. Don't like pirated stuff. It's not cool. And I'm going to kill one of my children. Not physically, just mentally. Now, Rubik's Cube's over there. I've solved it so many times. I keep coming in here and it's been unsolved. And I think I know who did it. And it's driving me balonkas. Oh, I have a lot of explaining to do with the stuff that's in my background. That's why I wanted to do well, I created a blue screen, but I wear a blue shirt and then they disappear. And I look like I'm just a floating head. Ooh. Wait, I'll stop because I'm starting to hurt myself. This is going on for enough time. That is basically my summary. I'm going to just wrap this up as quickly as I can. Of the G700S Logitech mouse. Great improvement over the MX Revolution. Though the MX series has made a comeback. I don't know if it was just an old model, but I was at an Office Depot, which is now 3 of the main stores, which I prefer to only shop at one of them, have merged. Depot. I think I'm gonna flip you off, huh? We'll go Office Depot, Office Max, and Staples have all merged into one company. And honestly, I'm not happy about that. That's monopolization like hardcore. It's just like Taco Bell, KFC, A&W, and like a couple other restaurant chains all merging into one company, and the food quality has dropped. Now, a lot of you love Taco Bell. It's fine. I prefer Del Taco. Actually, I prefer the taco shop for my tacos, and that's in Redding, California on Cypress, which is too far away for me to get my little tacos. Or Burrito Banditos in Redding, California, out by the airport. That place has well, from my experience, the best Mission-style burritos I've ever had. And I can't get them here in Oregon. They don't know what cabbage is. And they don't know how to put the salsa and the jalapeno and the cheese with the carne asada, wrap it up tight with the beans. Oh. Calm down, Crisco. Calm down. Get myself a coronary just thinking about the things I miss of food. I'm a fat man. Sue me. Thank you very much for joining me today. I'm Criscosniper. We gave you a quick opinion of Criscoization of the Logitech G700S. I wanted the G700, but I couldn't quite find it. And a rant and a rave of a couple other things. Thank you guys for showing up. I'll see you guys next time in the fryer, and we'll play some games, do another review, check an open box. I'll rant and rave about something else. And who knows, I might be medicated. It's better than being drunk, because I don't drink. And don't ask me, I'm not alcohol. I can't drink it. It literally will, I have migraines, it makes it worse. Stop, let go. I don't let you go, you're my friends. I want to keep you near to me, because I care about you all. Alright. Hit the subscribe button if you want to keep up to date on my videos. Please hit the like or dislike button. You know what it's supposed to do. You know, like, self-explanatory, dislike. You hate it. If you do hit the dislike button, please, for the love of Pete, or Mary, or Jababawa, or Gidibidibidoo, tell me why you disliked it. It's just, you know, even if it just say, it sucks, it's enough to tell me that I wasn't reaching you, it was not something you liked. Constructive criticism goes a long way. We're here to work with each other. thank you very much for watching. And if you made it down to the end of this video, I appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time here in the fryer. See you later.